Europe is seeing a surge in coronavirus cases after getting a summer vacation from the pandemic. And while their fate might be a frightening look into our future, there is some good news about this resurgence. Let's connect the dots. The spike in cases is being seen in Spain, France, and Germany, all countries that had imposed strict lockdowns to bring the pandemic under control. And during the summer months, those sacrifices appeared to pay off. Residents were able to travel a bit, to go to restaurants, and reopen popular tourist spots. But now coronavirus is making a comeback. There is some good news, though. Thanks to lessons learned during the first wave, there are now better treatments for patients. The new cases there are often in younger patients whose symptoms are not as severe. This means hospitals are not being overrun by patients and there are fewer people dying. All while the younger generation in Europe seem to have partied and traveled this summer, the older generation continued to perhaps take this pandemic a bit more seriously. Italian officials report senior citizens in the country remain cautious, wearing masks, avoiding crowds. Government officials also say they used the summer break to expand testing and contact tracing programs in preparation for a fall surge. Time will tell if they actually used summer wisely. Connecting the dots, I'm Sonia Azad.